Thomas, over here.
Hey, Frank. Thanks for filling up the dumpster.
I wish that was all I was doing here. I'm trying to stay out of sight. Looks like Morgan will be at the post office all day. Listen up. Jack and I cooked up a little plan. I'm sure Morgan will be gone soon, but I gotta get out of here now. You haven't seen me.
Top of the Monday morning, P.O. We're starting this week with a warning from Lucinda.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Hi, Jack. KNW6 TV crew's filming in P.O. yesterday with Connor Bryce. As a big fan, I just had to ask him for an autograph. He asked me for my name, but he kept calling me Linda. Even after I corrected him twice. Isn't that just rude?
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
Just wanna watch them stars fall. But you don't wanna try to make up dreams. Just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you. Quiet. By your breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. Growing, but it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be.
There we go.
Sunflowers, high grass, and bare feet. Oh, to each second is a tree. I keep my balance next to you. It's true. Nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready.
Nobody's home.
It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. By your breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to
McGill's got such a great price on this house when the Sugarmans moved away. Fancy handwriting on this one.
a sweetheart and bring that over to me?
Of course.
Oh, careful now. Robert cleared most of the snow, but it's still a bit slippery. Thank you so much. If only I still had the balance and agility of my feline friends. Oh, and good day to you, of course.
Good day to you too, Mildred. And Genevieve.
Thomas, honestly, this isn't Genevieve. It's Mortimer. They look nothing alike. Isn't that right, Mortimer?
Oh, pardon me, I can't quite keep track of all your cats.
Well, I do have a lot of them, but not quite as many as there are streets in Providence Oaks, and you can keep those apart. So, what do you have for me today, Thomas?
Just a letter.
Let's see. This sounds interesting. Apparently, I need to make a few copies of this letter, and if you send this letter along with $5 to the first 6 people on this list, your name will be added to the bottom. Soon enough, your name will rise to the top. Then many people will send you $5. You will earn lots of money with one small investment. Oh, what a great idea! What do you think, Mortimer?
Mildred, that's a classic chain letter scam. Don't fall for it. No one ever got rich off of one of those. Well, except for the post office.
Are you sure, Thomas? They make it sound so easy.
Trust me on this, Mildred. If you've seen one pyramid scheme, you've seen them all.
$30 is quite a bit of money. I'll think about it.
You do that, Mildred. See you at Moe's tomorrow night?
Probably. Bye, dear.
I wonder where they're going. The flight of swallows sailing through the sky. There's no way of knowing, but maybe someplace far from you and I. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. The autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and dancing through the last days of September. Dancing through the last days of September.
Bert's out of town for the holidays. He did ask me to keep an eye on his place. Seems to be in order.
All these busy people hurrying along. If they're not on the phone, they're all worried something's wrong. Make
Okay, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay, let's get this in one. I'm freezing my ass off. When Chekhov saw the long winter, he saw a winter bleak and dark and bereft of hope. Yet we know that winter is just another step in the cycle of life. In the summer months, this lake is bustling with activity. As the local fishermen cast their rods, the tourists plunk down hard-earned cash to rent a boat and spend a delightful sun-soaked day on the water. Not so during this particularly harsh winter, however. Now the watery heart of Providence Oaks finds itself completely frozen over. No, that won't do as an analogy because now we're sort of implying the residents have grown cold-hearted during the winter. Doesn't work, doesn't scan.
Yeah. And what was with that Chekhov stuff?
I don't get it. Chekhov? Like from Star Trek?
All right. Let's try something else. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. How's it going?
Oh, don't mind me. I wouldn't want to interrupt.
Hey, listen, how about I ask you a couple of questions on camera? Just simple stuff about the town.
I'd rather not. I'm a bit camera shy.
You'll be fine. You're a natural. Just move over here. Are we both in the shot?
Yeah, that's fine.
This'll be great. The lake as a backdrop. Perfect. Let's go. All right. This is...
His name is Thomas Weiss.
I knew that. Thomas and I go way back. As the local mailman for truly countless years, Thomas Weiss knows Providence Oaks like he knows the back of his own hand. So, Mr. Weiss, how would you characterize this small, cold town and its warm inhabitants?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Whether you're new in town or have lived here for ages, what's clear is this. Providence Oaks cannot be summed up in a single soundbite. But one thing's for certain. Anyone who's ever seen the views from atop the mighty watchtower knows. This is the most beautiful place imaginable. And wherever you are, or whatever you face, this is home.
And cut. That's so sweet, Thomas Weiss. Completely unusable, but sweet. I know I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, that went well, kind of. Now, let's scout out the establishing shots at the far end of the pier. Let's go, Connor.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Gabe, you can take 5. My advice would be to take those 5 in the van, to reduce the risk of any further ass freezing off incidents.
Noted. Thanks, Ilsa.
Some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
Going all the way until November.
Mr. Weiss. Thomas, sir.
Hi, Gabriel. What's up?
Just that, well, we'll be ringing in the new year right here in Providence Oaks. So, my mom is shipping over my tuxedo. Can you make sure it arrives okay? She says she clearly marked the package Serrano Room 2.
Oh, of course. Mailman's promise. Any particular reason you want to look your best for New Year's?
Yeah, maybe. there is something else I wanted to ask you about. I guess I'm curious. How did you, like, woo your wife?
It's pretty simple and cliched. She's my high school sweetheart. I took her to the fairy tale dance. We snuck off to smooch under the bleachers, and the rest is ancient history. But I'm guessing that doesn't help you with what you really want to know. You want to know if you should make a move on Elsa.
Shh, keep it down! Don't mention her name. But yeah, terrible at that kind of stuff. It's just, you seem like a wise man. I'd really appreciate your advice.
Well, okay then. My advice is to think about how things felt last night. Let that guide your decision. It might sound corny, but you can't go wrong following your heart.
Wow. And is that your definitive judgment?
Definitive judgment sounds a little heavy-handed, but basically, yeah.
All done. Hey, what are you two schmoozing about?
A mailman never tells.
Excellent. Now start the engine, Gabriel. We're rolling out pronto. Man alive, it's cold today.
On it, Mr. Price. Thanks, Thomas. You've been a huge help. So, take good care of that tux, yeah?
Will do. Bye, folks.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are fast.
Hi there, ladies.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Got a delivery for the diner, Kay?
Great. Not from the general store, I see.
Don't think so. It seems way too heavy to be full of hot air.
Oh well. Okay, so before I leave, we had this awesome girls' night yesterday thanks to Beth. It was hilarious. When I first saw where we were going, my brain went, oh my god. And when the guys showed us what we were going to do, my brain went, oh my god. And when we started, it was so yuck, but also so cool, you know? I've never done anything like that before, and I love that I got a chance to find out. But then again, I doubt that I will ever try it again.
Ah, yes, the girls' night. Well, whatever happens on girls' night and all that.
Well, it's not exactly a secret. We made haggis.
You made whatus?
I said haggis. It's a Scottish dish made from a sheep's liver, lungs, heart, and suet, all stuffed into a sheep's stomach. It's this fascinating traditional gourmet staple stemming from the 15th century, would you believe? Poems have been written about it.
It does sound like the beginning of a very bad limerick.
Ha ha! There once was a lass from St. Lagis.
It was so gross. I'll have nightmares about zombie sheep for weeks. Bleh. Okay, hate to leave you two, but I really have to sort out this delivery ASAP. And Maureen will go bananas. Talk soon. Thanks again for the great evening, Beth.
Bye.
Bye, Kay. Well, now, I really should get back to the grind as well. Those New Year's price reductions aren't going to fix themselves.
Wait up, Beth. I want to talk to you about something.
Oh? What's on your mind?
It's about Saturday and the whole parcel situation.
I told you I simply wanted to get that parcel out to Daniel as soon as possible, since we didn't get to exchange gifts over Christmas this year. It's nothing, really. Now, if that's all, I really need to get back to the bookstore.
I don't mean to pry. I just want to make sure everything's good.
What do you mean?
Standing outside in the cold with a parcel like that, it feels off to me.
Okay, you've got me. Can we sit down here for a bit? Heavens, I do feel a bit caught out. But I have to admit, it does warm my heart to know that I cannot fool my friends. Well, out with it, Beth. You see, it's my eyes, Thomas. I have glaucoma, which means my optic nerve is deteriorating. I found out a few months ago.
Oh my gosh, Beth. That's terrible.
Thank you. It was a bit of a shock at first. I haven't told Emily yet. Daniel knows. It's not that bad yet, but it's not getting any better either. The thing is, this kind of condition happens slowly. And I haven't been the fastest in getting it treated, but they can stabilize it. That's why I wasn't able to fix the parcel on my own last Saturday. And that's why I'm starting to miss a few details here and there when I'm in the store. Or asking for peas instead of beans at Christmas dinner with all of my friends of all places.
Don't be silly. Those are honest mistakes. Anyone could have made them.
I appreciate the sentiment. But you and I both know that is not the case, Thomas. I've been going about my business as usual, first and foremost, because the deterioration is so gradual. Until I couldn't really do the little things anymore. Things like reading small print are getting difficult, which was a painful thing to accept at first. Working in the bookstore is starting to give me more issues than I'd like. Getting older. It's a strange thing, isn't it? It's like that Robert Frost poem. The afternoon knows what the morning never suspected. Doesn't mean I wouldn't mind taking a little nap in between from time to time, though.
Is this why you're really leaving for Georgia? I mean, will you be able to take care of yourself in the long run?
It is a big part of why I'm leaving, yes. But at the same time, it isn't.
Beth, you're a great gal, but sometimes you're just a bit too cryptic for me.
What I'm trying to say is, when you really look at it, in the end, it's not all bad. You see, every limit is a beginning as well as an ending, as T.S. Eliot puts it. For me, there's really no use dwelling too much on that limit. I can't change it anymore at this point anyway. But I do have a choice in how to deal with it. Plus, Georgia has a lot to offer: museums, social clubs, and most importantly, my family. If you look at it like that, getting older may still feel like a cursed time, surely, but I also see each new year as a gift. An opportunity to start new adventures, explore, and have more fun. You can't take something like that for granted.
I like that mindset.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
Hey, I'd make a pretty poor friend if I didn't.
Well, I guess I really should be going now. Thank you once again, Thomas. I do feel better now that it's out. You're a good friend.
No, thank you, Beth. Bye now.
Thomas, have you seen Jack?
Nope, I haven't, Frank. How did it go with Morgan?
Didn't happen, yet. But I need Jack to pull it off. I'm a sitting duck right now. I'm toast if Morgan suddenly shows up.
Don't worry, Morgan has probably left P.O. already.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. Mr. Coleman, I see you've managed to be present at the job position you're currently holding. I think it's time you and I had a little chat inside the office.
Mr. Morgan, it's so good to see you again. A little chat sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid there's an extremely urgent parcel I have to deliver right now. So stay put, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
You can stay right here, Frank. I'm sure Mr. Weiss would be happy to deliver that package for you. Right, Thomas?
I've got a better idea. Let's just go to Moe's, have a few beers, and talk it all over like adults.
Excuse me, sir? Hi. Hello. I heard you were looking for a guy in a light blue shirt with a mustache to purchase illegal fireworks in the parking lot of the post office? Well, you found him.
Illegal fireworks? Who do you think I am?
Sir, you don't have to keep your guard up. Frank and Thomas here both know me very well, and I'm sure they won't tell a soul about what you're doing right now. So, what will it be? I've got rockets, Roman candles, fountains, sparklers. I even have barrages that'll give you a fireworks extravaganza that you won't ever forget.
I think there must be a misunderstanding here. Please, don't put Mr. Morgan in this position. If people walk by and see this, they might snitch on him and get him into trouble. He could even lose his job over this.
Yeah, why don't you go inside so you can do your dealings without all these prying eyes around?
I'll tell you what will happen now. I'm going to get in my car, start the engine, drive home, and pretend I did not just spend 3 days in Providence Oaks for absolutely nothing.
Sir, if you take a left at the deer statue, you'll eventually pass my barn, and I can fill your trunk there in just 1 minute. Do you have cash on hand?
Gentlemen, I'll be back next year. Frank Coleman, your luck will run out one day.
I wouldn't bet on it. Tally-ho, Morgan.
Boy, oh boy.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Hello?
Evening, Thomas. It's Maureen.
Oh, hi, Maureen. If you're looking for Emily, she's at the motel right now.
I was actually looking for you, Thomas. I don't know what to do with this Nancy situation. I get so worked up just thinking about it. And that usually gets in the way of doing the right thing, you know? I need to talk to someone who's a bit more emotionally detached from the situation.
How can I help you, Maureen?
Simply put, I don't know if I should give in to that Nancy Carlisle and her overpriced snacks, or tell that woman to take a hike. But then we'll end up with a lackluster New Year's Eve party.
The horror of a New Year's Eve party without a decent snack selection. That's not a difficult choice for me.
So you're saying I should go against all my principles just because of some snacks?
Maureen, I'm sorry, but I really don't want to get caught in the middle. This town is too small for everlasting feuds.
I think you're on to something there, Thomas. I'm not yet totally sure what I'm gonna do, but at least my mind's at ease now. Thanks for lending me your ear and advice. You're a doll.
It takes one to know one, Maureen.
I hate to admit it, Klaus, but if it wasn't for you, I would have been a goner.
Ha! You can't say that about the other guy.
You betcha! You made a mess, man. Blood and guts everywhere.
It's not the first time I made Schweinbraten without cooking. Ha!
Good morning, P.O. I'm starting today with the weather forecast. It will be bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last P.O. positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly, who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
We all know P.O. is the best place to live. And it's, of course, all because of the people living here.
There we go.
All these busy people hurrying along. They're not on the phone, they're all worried something's wrong. Making it important to be the first in line. So when the cookie crumbles, the best piece they will find. Oh, we're racing to the Tried there before.
Part and parcel.
Somehow hidden in plain sight. We're all racing to red lights.
They must be out of town for the holidays.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to swear free. I'm just as bad as you, and sometimes words you steal. But all that's crazy, right? I'm looking for the brains. Come join me in the search. I think that's what it takes. Oh, we're racing to red light. It's right there before our eyes, somehow hidden in plain sight. We're all racing to red light. Oh, we're racing to red light. And it's right there before our eyes, somehow hidden in plain sight.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Racing to red light. To red light. We're all racing to red light.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
In your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds your forks to hold. Your place in your bed, showing no regret. You close your eyes, you hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. That invincible spell, letting everyone know that you can second pass. But you're gonna break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your feet when they use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules. got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Invisible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to get knocked right out of your feet when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. Come on!
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
Thomas, it's good to see you. Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Don't mention it, Maureen. Was glad to help.
I think I've made the right decision. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're about to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
Should I just stand over here?
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today because I have a guest here at the Reynolds Studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster.
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
That's a great title. And yet, this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while, at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's a... Hey! Wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself. Always chasing the story, me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
So, what stories are you chasing here in P.O.?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old couleur locale. I must say, the people here are very friendly, and I hope the feeling's mutual. Right, Thomas? That's Thomas the mailman over there. But never mind, he's not mic'd.
Well, Mr. Price, we did get off to a rough start.
You don't say. Because we happen to have a little section called PO Positive or Pet Peeve. You might have heard of it?
Can't say I have, but I do like the alliteration.
Well, Lucinda Boyle called in a pet peeve yesterday, saying you were quite rude to her when she asked you for an autograph.
Well, I'm sure that was a misunderstanding. See, I must have been on a really tight schedule, because otherwise I'd do anything for a fan. That's
the price guarantee, right? Sure. Anyway, we'll be back with Connor Price, KNW 6-star reporter, right after this.
What the hell, Jack? Ambushing me like that live on air?
Relax, just joshing you a little. But I'll let you plug the heck out of this Oregon Trail thing you're filming. How's that? We'll make sure everyone in town fully cooperates with your crew in the home stretch.
Well, speaking of the home stretch, I better get back to my job as a serious broadcaster. It's been real, pal. Can you believe this guy? Sheesh.
Someone in broadcasting being slightly obnoxious? Unheard of.
Huh. That's the thanks I get for stopping by amateur hour.
Sorry you had to witness that, Thomas. Made for good radio, though, while it lasted anyway. I'll see you at Moe's tonight, yeah? You don't want to miss what Frank's been cooking up.
Can't wait. See you there.
I give it all to you for too There must be another way, there must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be more to the reason why we do it all for love. There must be more for a reason and a little bit of got to come my way. Have got to come my way. Have got to come my
I should have a new booking system ready in a few weeks.
All these busy people hurrying along. If they're not on the phone, they're all worried something's wrong.
Special delivery for a Mr. G. Serrano. He's not in. I should probably leave it with Ilsa then. Room 9.
Somehow hidden in plain sight.
P.O. Tuxedo Service.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, is that Gabriel's tux?
Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the Weiss guarantee.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then, I'll...
Feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, ooh. When I use my witchcraft. Ooh, yeah.
Well...
Great. So... See you tonight at the diner. Oh, and thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
We've got 4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late. Oh, did you guys make the deadline?
Thanks, Dad. Yep. And we're all a bit drained, but still in one piece. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A Kung Fu tournament? On New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game. But Tess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not going to break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
It won't. We'll have a good old party and start the new year with a bang. And that hangover will clear up in no time with a New Year's Day walk in the snow.
Shall I remind you of this when you're curled up on the couch under a blanket? Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening, and a Happy New Year. Love you.
My beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute? First of all, welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party, and a costly one at that. So, if you feel inclined to end the year on a generous note, you know where the tip jar is. We've got snacks and drinks aplenty. So I'm sure that even the grumpiest so-and-so will be able to have a great evening. Thank you all for coming. Cheers.
Well, if it isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
In the flesh.
Hi, Thomas.
Nice tuxedo, Gabriel.
Thank you. And thanks for making sure I got it. I put it on right after I got out of that shower.
He toweled off first. Don't worry.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Hello, Mr. Price. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Ilsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him? He tipped generously, though. Oh, is that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served. Would you believe?
Haggis, eh? Hence the workshop. Your grand scheme is coming together nicely.
Making that haggis was something else. It ended up tasting quite nice, once you got over the fact it looked like something caught on your shoe.
Or an inside-out sheep.
Oh, Thomas.
What? It literally is.
All joking aside, my friends, now that a new year is upon us, I feel a moment of thanks is in place. I know I've kept my situation from you for a while, but now that it's out in the open, I honestly don't know why I didn't share it with you sooner. Pride, I suppose. But I feel so much better now. So thank you, my friends.
That's what we're here for.
Glad we could be there for you, Beth. And thank you for opening us to it. We'll always be there for you. But you have to let us in first. I hope you remember that when you're in Georgia.
Definitely. In fact, it's my new resolution for 1986. Along with letting go and seeing where life takes me. What about you, Emily? Any resolutions?
Well, less work and more fun, I suppose. Now that this guy Matt is joining the motel, I am looking forward to a bit more quality time. What about you, honey?
Another year with you is all I could ever hope for, dear.
Oh, I love you too, Big Bear.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
We'll be sure to bring ourselves to mind.
We sure will. We'll stay in touch. And like you said at Christmas dinner, even if the reasons for change are sometimes out of our hands, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention, folks! It's showtime! If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her, but I am going to miss Bethany.
So will I. Seeing a parcel addressed to the bookstore always brightened my mood.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic. Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time, and now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like to take my time and reminisce about all the things that happened.
Oh, yes, we should appreciate what we have a bit more, and don't just let life pass us by without noticing. So let's enjoy the here and now. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year, but we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband, and now I need a glass of champagne.
I'll drink to that, and to you, and all the good things the new year will bring us. Maureen, I need champagne. For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we getting this?
Somebody check on Frank!
That sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution. And he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although, unfortunately, the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them on tape. Take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-OK.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-OK.
It's just, we help each other out. And there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean. Back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for. But I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world. Sue me.
And where everyone has a story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to say it best.
This is home.
Indeed. Providence Oaks, like so many other places in our great state of Oregon, is a small town with a big heart. This is Connor Price, KNW6, PO.